Is this the first boob camp here for anybody who has got their video camera on? We've got a couple of first ones. Yay! Yes, beautiful. Welcome, ladies. And I was going to say we've got some old faces, but Leonie wouldn't like me saying that. Love you, baby. Love you. Okay. So welcome to Boob Camp. There are lots of reasons why you are joining tonight. It could be because of an interest that spiked to do with your health. It could be a family member's health. It could be because you want to add this modality to your clinic. And the great thing about lymphatic health, it affects everybody. So it does not matter if you are... My pop lived until he was a beautiful 93. He was not on any medication at all. He was functioning beautifully right up to when he passed away. You know, the poor guy he was in the nursing home for the last 6 months. Anybody in that nursing home, as soon as they saw me, they were beating their chest and putting their arms and they were stomping their feet because I was on a mission to not only help our active community, but also to help our inactive community get the best out of life. So you might be here. I've asked the questions when you join the Boob Camp group, you know, why are you joining? And a lot of people will say, my body is tired and sore. Have we lost connection? We lost connection a little bit. My body is tired and sore. I need to be healthier. I've had no official diagnosis yet, but I think I may have lipedema. I've got inflammation everywhere in my body, and I'm struggling to drop weight, even if I'm calorie deficient. I'm stressing out and it's just not worth it. So there are lots of different reasons why you have come to this group and learning all about lymphatic health. So we're here tonight to educate and empower you to include the lymphatic system in your health journey, no matter where you are with that. Please note that I am a naturopath. I have been doing this for a lot of years, but for individual medical advice, can you please seek some individual medical advice? So what I'm giving you tonight is an overview of what I mostly see, and I promise you, you're going to have some really big takeaways. Please make sure to have a pen and paper if you want to take down some notes, but this is also being recorded and you can play it back again and watch again. So I would love you to just participate in tonight, really feel into it and see how you can incorporate lymphatic drainage, lymphatic health, all of the different things that we're going to talk about into your day. Now, there's nothing sexy about the lymphatic system, but we're going to make it as fun and interactive as we can. Okay, so if you can ask questions along the way. I'm going to open up this chat box too. Right, how long will it go for tonight? About an hour, Cal? We're about an hour. All right, so the great thing about the lymphatic system is this is something that you can take action with and see instant results. Unfortunately, the instant results may be you feeling sluggish. You can even throw up. You feel tired and lethargic. Your head might fill with snot. You just stink. So these are some things that are going to happen once we start moving your lymph around your body. How much will you stink? Well, that depends on how dirty your system is. Picture your body like it is a rug on the floor. When you first get this rug, it's shiny and new and it's beautiful and you've paid like $1,000 for this rug, and you don't want anybody walking on that rug, especially if they're eating, especially if the dog's got muddy feet, like anything like that, dancing, drinking, any of those things on your rug. You are going to be, get off my rug, nobody touch my rug. After a little while, what happens? You get a little bit lenient. Same thing can happen with your diet. You can start eating a little bit and drinking a little bit too much. And then if the vacuum cleaner that you're using to vacuum your rug, if you don't do it every day, you do it once a week, it's going to get some buildup of grot and grime in that rug, just like our lymphatic system will. It's going to look okay. Like from a distance, it's fine. It's still going to look good. But when we start to shake that mat, it could be years of buildup, years of grime. Everything could be caked even in that. It might even take 2 weeks of shaking before some of that caked in mud can actually even move. Yeah? So I don't know what stage your body is at. Does that make sense? Yeah? That makes sense to everyone? We need our system to be working like a Dyson vacuum V8 all the time. So it is sucking as we're going all throughout our day. So it's always working. Our lymphatic system is always detoxing. So that's what we're going to get out of tonight, is talk about pretty much why is it slowing down? What does it look like to be slowing down? And then what can we do to quicken that pace? So when we do start shaking the mat, all of the bits are going to come up and out the best way possible, and when could be the best times to do that. So welcome to the flow. Your body is going to change. You are going to change after listening tonight. So congratulations to everybody turning up. Hi to our Instagrammers. We've got 30 people live on Instagram at the moment. Hopefully we're live in Facebook, Mads. What a bum up that is from the start, as always. But we've got Zoom. We've got Zoom going. I don't know where the word bum up came from, Leonie. I can see you smiling at me with bum up. Right. Why is this the missing piece to health? Tell me. Why is the lymphatic system not something that we're taught about? So at school, we're taught that we've got blood and our heart pumps our blood around. Why aren't we taught about our lymphatic system when it's 3 times the size of our blood? Anybody know? Right? Well, it's because there's no special pill you can take. We can't sell you a tablet that's going to help your lymphatic system. There's multivitamins and minerals and all different things that you can do, but it's a healthy lifestyle that gets your lymph moving. And has anybody been to, the medical system and been told to eat all of your greens, your fresh fruit and veggies, to make sure you're drinking all of your water, what your proteins, what your fats, all of those things should be as a priority? Doctors only get a couple of hours. I think it's 4 hours training in nutrition. We need to change the way that is. Because really how your body looks on the outside is what your cells take in. What your cells take in is from the environment around you and the food and the drink that goes in your mouth. So what you see on the outside and what's happening on the inside is everything that you are putting in your mouth. How often does our body regenerate? We get a new liver every, month or something. We get new eyes, cells, I think every 4 days. New skin cells, we get new skin every 30 days. Our whole body can rejuvenate all of the time. But if these cells are bathing in fluid that is filled with plastics, filled with the chemicals that they spray us from the sky, all of the big long words that are now in our foods for longer life, so all of the words that you can't even spell, if our cells are bathing in that mixed up environment of the toxic chemicals that we put on our body, our cells going to live as long as what they should? No. We're going to age a lot faster and we're going to slow down our lymph. It's like putting rocks in a river. So if you've got a river flowing beautifully, if you're putting rocks in that river, you're going to have water go off into different places that it shouldn't go, and you're going to have a dam type area. Where do we see these dam areas in our body? Where can we see build up like dams? This bit underneath the arms that sticks out under with the bra, these bits here, the underline. What about the bloating in the tummy? What about the ankles? Down at our ankles, we're building up dams in those areas. And a lot of the time, that's the areas that our body will hold heavy metals too. So, are we making it sound a little bit dramatic? It is. It's pretty dramatic. So lymphatic stagnation is going to cause bloating. And especially if you've had a hysterectomy or you've had a cesarean or any other abdominal surgery, you're going to have slow movement of lymph. You have 300 lymph nodes in your tummy. 300 lymph nodes. You have another 300 just in this top section of your body, in your chest and in your neck and underneath your arms, underneath your arms here. What stops the lymph from getting from your knee up to your groin? Tight undies. Then from your groin to your tummy, any type of scarring, or constipation, or holding your breath. So it's got to get up. Then it's got to get past your bra. It's got to get past your bra then. And then it's got to get up to your heart. But plus, we hold ourselves like this, don't we? Or we're over a phone like that. So all of our muscles are really tight too. So then it's got to make it up all through the tight muscles. 15 liters of it, cycling through every day. Okay? And guess what? It doesn't move by itself. It needs you to help move it. Yeah? Making sense? So bloating, inflammation, breast tenderness. What else? A stagnated lymph. Oh, anybody with hormonal issues? How are your hormones going to move around if the river is blocked? Because all of your hormones move in this lymphatic fluid too. So if they're blocked, think about our hormones. Think about vitamin D. If you're low in vitamin D, your life is going to be shorter. Vitamin E, vitamin CoQ10, vitamin A. So all of these fat-soluble vitamins that feed our brain. And Shay was just teaching me all about melatonin, how melatonin is a hormone, and how melatonin is just getting thrown around. Here, have some melatonin. Get the melatonin to the kid. Like, let's just knock people out with melatonin and get them to sleep. Let's not get out in the sun and do all the things that we should be doing to get our natural melatonin. Let's take a pill of melatonin and disrupt our hormones even more. Right? So hormonal hell is because of a lymphatic system that is sluggish or stagnant or just not picking up and then delivering where those hormones need to get to. Toxic fat storage is another identifier of lymphatic stagnation. I'm stepping up into it, and I'm finding it. Like, I don't want to say easier. I never want to say that I'm finding this easy. I'm stepping into opening my mouth more when I walk past a lady or if I see a lady who may have lipedema. I'm just not walking past and ignoring it anymore. This toxic fat buildup that they see 1 in 11 women have now. 1 in 11 women, and our GPs know nothing about it because they think lipedema is lymphedema. 2 separate things, but if you have lipedema, you can have both of them together. Lipedema is when you get this toxic mesh of fat, make a matrix and get all entwined, and you see it happening all around the hips. So you see like the big hips, the bigger thighs, and then the little ankles, and you can see a build up in the arms as well. I'm now going up to these women and I'm having a beautiful, gentle conversation, because if I don't just plant the seed and have, like, they may not have lipedema, but there could be a reason they could have lipedema. A lot of women have struggled, have gone through their whole life just getting told you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, not knowing that they've got a condition that they can never get rid of that fat, that toxic mesh fat. They can get rid of the other fat that is around the toxic fat, we can definitely make a change. But the sooner we catch this, then the sooner we can stay at that level and help these women treat and their lipedema better than not knowing that they have it. Liana, now that I've seen it in myself, I am seeing it everywhere. It breaks my heart. Yeah. Once you do see it, and the thing with lipedema is that it normally comes at a stage in a woman's life when they're going through a hormonal change, and it normally comes in conjunction with some type of trauma at the same time. There is an emotional element in most things. Like, does anybody here love Louise Hay? Right. So there is an emotional attachment to so many things that we hold on in our body as rocks. And we continue to shape the way that we do things because of those rocks. As our body rejuvenates all the time, so when a cell dies, another cell is made, like at that same sort of level that cell dies at. The problem is, if you fall over and you hurt your shoulder, and because you get used to not using your shoulder, you don't teach your body how to get better. You don't extend it. You don't say, hey, come on, I still need you to be able to do this. I don't want to put my hand up in case it gets eaten by the fan, but I still want you to be able to do this. We have to tell our body that we expect more from it. These bloody things, worst things ever, because what they do, you start wearing them and your eyes then rely on the glasses because you're not telling them to do any better. You're not doing the exercises to say, hey, cells, I need you to stay active and I need you to grow. I need you to rejuvenate and regenerate to your best possible health. So that's why we need to push ourselves a little bit. And you know what? It takes about 10 days for our body to trust us. So when we start, I know I'm going a little bit off track. Does anybody mind? No, we're all good. Okay. When we start something, our body will say, oh, she's drinking some green shit. Rightio. We'll see how long this takes. And then after day 2, oh, okay. She's going to change. Day 3, day 4. Oh, all right. Well, I might start getting my liver working a little bit better. I might start kicking the bowels in too, because I think she's on a mission. I think this is going to be a permanent thing. And then by day 10, that pattern is hitting and the body's like, I'm in. And then it will start working for you. So does that make sense? Beautiful. Okay. So lymphatic stagnation. Those are pretty much a lot of the symptoms. A lot of the toxic environmental pollutants interfere with the natural detoxification pathways. So if we eat or drink like alcohol, we know that our liver is going to stop processing our hormones, processing the waste. Our liver makes 1/3 of our lymph. So it's going to stop making all new beautiful lymph to get the toxin, to get the alcohol out. So it's going to stop doing what it needs to do. We've never lived in such a toxic environment. We've never been as sick. 1 in 2 people have cancer now, right? It is absolutely shocking. And I have to be careful. I can't say too much of what I think about things on here because it is, we do have bots listening to words, and I've already been shut down once and it cost me $20,000 to get back up again because I say the truths. Anyway, so we need our liver to work at its best. Our body can heal itself. We don't need these things. Babies do not need these things at all to help them live in our world. Okay, what are the things that restrict the lymphatic system from moving around? We've spoken about bras, tight undies, shallow breathing, tight muscles, hunched over, jaw, clenching your teeth when nothing is going to flow through it. Surgery, trapped emotions, tight clothes, bad diet, alcohol. So they're really the main things that are going to stop your lymphatic system from moving. Plus the big one, sitting on our butt, sitting on the lounge, going, oh, I'll start tomorrow. You know what? Is life even worth it? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting these days. I'm getting people saying to me, oh, well, you got to die of something. No. We are here on a mission. We're all here, for a reason. And I would love you to connect with what brings you joy, what brings you back to life. I had one lady write down on the form, she said, I need to be looked after. So when I said, what is your body telling you? I need to be looked after. You need to look after yourselves. How you treat you is an example of how you will allow others to treat you. Okay? So we need self-care. The the frequency of self-care is up here. The vibration, the frequency of self-care gets you up. When you look after yourself, your vibration rises. It's like going from an AM station, and I'm not dissing anyone who likes listening to AM, but it's like going to an AM sound on the frequency up to a digital FM station. The sound quality is better. The resonance is better. So the higher you can get your vibration through using beautiful essential oils. I think rose, I know it's expensive, but I think rose essential oil has got the highest, from the highest frequencies. We use frankincense. So all the different oils that we've got in our cream to get you to a higher vibration. So think of the foods that are going to keep you down low, and we're going to start avoiding those. Is there anything else? Can anybody think of anything else that, who's Frank? I love Frank. Am I missing something? Who is Frank? Okay, Jules, I'm fairly certain I have lipedema, but a doctor doesn't talk about it. Yeah. Love Louise. I've got a great, frankincense. I got you. Okay. EMFs, definitely Shay. EMFs are massive. So we know we can't see all of the frequencies. And so it's a bit of somebody here might know, but are you better off being close to a tower, a 5G tower, or are you better being further away? So when you're further away from a cell tower, it means that your mobile phone is going to all day try to connect. If you are close to a cell tower, it stays connected, and it has it uses less EMFs to get to the tower. So there is so much going on when it gets to EMFs. I know that it's killing the bees, it's killing the bird life. Yeah, I use a Blue Shield. I've got a BLUSHIELD Blue Shield device. It's a box that I've got out in the house, and it covers 90, 99, 100 square meters of area around. So I'm clearing the EMF. I'm blocking it for my whole neighborhood here. Plus at work, I've got another box. Plus I've got a personal one that I keep on me if I'm going out to keep my vibration up. So all of that nastiness can't get into my family and in my body. All right, so are we going to run through the sequence? Let's run through. Let's get your gloves out. Now, if you're just starting with the gloves, you're going to see that you've got a spiky side and a magnetic ball side here on the gloves. It did take a little while for us to get the exact level of spikiness on the gloves, because if you've had a traditional old style Vodler lymphatic massage that only uses this very light, soft touch, I wouldn't go back if I had one of those. That's why we teach it a little bit different here. But we use the spiky side of the glove to stimulate your skin. I don't know if you can see, but the hairs on my skin are already standing up just by me hearing the glove. I just have to hear it and my whole body does a lymphatic flush. So all of my hair is all sticking up. So my body is flushing already. So we've got the spiky side, and then we've got the magnetic ball side of the glove. It is made of PVC, right? It is made of PVC. Is it natural? No. Will it last forever and you never, ever, ever need to replace your gloves? Pretty much, yes. So it's a buy once, use forever purchase. You can wash them. You can keep them clean. It's not going to absorb, you know, lots of different bacteria. That's why we have them as made out of PVC, okay? So they are spiky on one side, magnetic balls on the other. When it comes to lymphatic flow moving throughout your body, the 15 liters of fluid comes up, and it goes into your heart. About 2 to 3 liters a day of lymph is filtered and worked through your lymph nodes. You've got lymph nodes underneath your arms. You've got lymph nodes in every place that it's bendy, all right? Because how else are they going to get pumped? So when you move your shoulders, when you move at all the different joints, that's how the lymphatic system is getting pumped. That's how you open up the toilet seat of the lymph node before the toxins can go in, is by stimulating and opening up all of the lymph nodes first. How we can do that, you can bash them up, right? You can pat and bash. You can give them like a nice little rub, like this, all of the lymph nodes around. We're going to start here in area number 1. The reason we do that is if you had a hose and it had the hose has to come, the water has to come out the hose here, and you've got a kink, a rock sitting on it here. I'm not going to force the water up the hose from the end. I'm going to take the kink out of the hose or take the rock out of the hose here, so then everything can start to flow up. Does that make sense? Great. All right. So how we do that is we tap all around our chest, just like Tarzan does, just like they do the haka. That's it. All the way around your chest. Now, if you have a feel of your body and you go, oh, that's a bit tender. Oh, wow, that feels a bit like clay glue. Oh, there's lumps and bumps in there. Guess what? All I want you to do for the first week is just this area. All I want you to concentrate is using your gloves, tap, and then just brush all of this zone number 1, because we need to nourish that. We need to unblock it, this area first, so everything else can flow. There is no point just going, oh God, there's so many lumps there, and I'm just, oh, it doesn't matter. I want to get, Chelsey said, I've got to do this, and I've got to do this, and I've got to get to the bottom, and I've got to brush it all, and I've got to do it all in 2 minutes. Take your body into consideration. Unblock the top section first. Add in your breath and just unlock and brush. The kit has got 2 gloves in it, and brush all around your chest area, opening up. Now without a bra, we're doing this without a bra so everything can flow up and around. We're using the spiky side normally on naked skin before you jump in the shower or whenever else you like to get naked. That's fine too. And so use your gloves. Now, once we open up all through the chest area, the next part I would do is the arms. And can you see how I'm doing it in section by section? I'm doing the top of the arm first, unblocking that area. And it's like clear. And then you go to the next spot. All right. And you hunt all around that area, observe all the way that area. And then it's like clear. And then to your arm. And you put your hand up in the air and give it a nice big wobble. Same to the other side. Brushing at the shoulder first. Brushing, brushing, brushing down the arm to the hand. And there's some nice big brushes. And then shake, 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 shake. That is going to open up all of the top area. Now, make sure you do your breathing deep. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed when you do that too. You can do some little exercises from side to side, you know, opening all up through your chest. The next area we're going to do is our tummy. So we get our spiky side of our gloves, and you're going to, what have we got on? Around in a circle. So I'm going clockwise. Okay, round in a circle. It may look, because of the video, that I'm going anti-clockwise, and I'm going from back to front with the spiky side here off my gloves. Back to front, back to front, back to front. Now, if you have had any surgeries, if they're surgeries that you've had in the last 2 months, grab your toothbrush and use that over the scarring. Okay, always brushing up towards the heart. So we're never brushing down. So use your toothbrush on any scars. The next part we're going to do is around the hips, and we're going to massage up around the bum, up around the top of the legs. Now, we've had some ladies concerned about cellulite and their cellulite looking worse. That is a step that needs to happen. If your cellulite is all compact like this, we need to make sure that fascia can open up, so then the toxins can get out. So the skin is going to look worse before it then settles down. So if your cellulite is compact, or if it's hard cellulite, it is going to look worse before it gets better. All right, so make sure that you're massaging in all of that area. You can bend your knees up. You can do this laying on a bed as well. You can do it sitting in a chair. And then you're going to go from your knee up to your groin, and then from your ankle to your knee. And then continue the same on the other leg. Now, there's something that I need to tell you. Your lymphatic system isn't broken in half down the middle. Okay? Left doesn't go all to left. Right doesn't just go all to right. So your lymph from your right leg doesn't go to the right hand side of your heart. Pretty interesting, isn't it? What happens is your body is cut in a quadrant from, so here, the direction of the intestines. Yes, very good. EMF causes pain. Yeah. Some people can be really sensitive to the EMF, so they have to have, like, can carry a device, and they can just pick up on it. Okay. Yes, beautiful. Okay. So the lymphatic system doesn't just cut down the middle with all the flow of left going to left and all the flow of right going to right. Because the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump, let's see who can get this. Because it doesn't have a pump and relies on you to move your body, the biggest lymphatic muscle is your calf muscles. When your calf muscles are working, it's pumping your lymph around your body. So the body, when the lymphatic, to do with the lymphatic system breakdown, is the right hand, just underneath your right hand rib, and all of this side here goes to the right side of your heart. Everything else from your right rib down, so both legs, tummy, left arm, all goes to the left. If you hurt your right knee, the fluid has to come up to your hips and then to your spine, and then up your spine into the left side. So if you hurt your right knee, you're going to have to unblock the left side of your body. We teach you all about that in our Lymphatics Alive workshop, where we train the practitioners. You don't have to be a practitioner to come. If you just want to learn more about the lymphatic system, I would love you to come and to our Lymphatics Alive practitioner course. And we've got our VIP day as well. So that's in March. You can come along and do that. It's $995 for the day to come along, and then you can do our workshop, and you know, lots you can do. So if you're interested in that, please type in LAW and we can get some information. I would love to do the course, but I don't have a massage table. Oh, you'd laugh, Cal. We had one lady do the course, and she lived right out in the bush, and she had kangaroos hopping around inside her house, and she had a stuffed crocodile or something that she had on the ground, and she practiced the lymphatic secret because she didn't have somebody to practice on. She practiced on her crocodile laying on the ground, like pretended the crocodile was a person. So, you know, I have seen everything, but it was amazing to do that. So lymphatic system, the left-hand side. So that's why most women have a larger left breast, because it has to, all of the fluid from both legs has to go up to that left-hand side. That's why we see more breast cancer in the left-hand side, because there's more of a toxic buildup going up to that left-hand side. So when there are blockages, when those lymph nodes aren't working their best, when your immune system is really under the pump, your T cells, your B cells can't handle all the bacteria, all the viruses, all the pathogens, all of the parasites. Everybody must do a parasite cleanse. You know, it's the cause of everything going disastrous. When your lymph nodes can't handle that, the toilet gets blocked up. Those toilets get blocked up. So what happens if your toilet gets blocked up in your house? Gets a bit stinky, smelly. You might have another toilet. Cool. So you just start going using the other toilets. What's going to happen to that one? It's going to get blocked up probably as well. And I don't know how long you want to piss and poo in the sink. Like, it's just sometimes things just shouldn't go there. Yeah. We need to make sure all of those nodes are working their best. So when all this rubbish that's going around in our body can get through, can get filtered, and we can get new lymph going around for our cells to live in, so we live longer. Are we putting the pieces together? What happens when you have surgery and they remove your lymph nodes? Less toilets. Yeah? Less toilets. The fluid can build up. Lymphedema can happen. Lymphedema happens when there's too much fluid and not enough toilets. And then that can be permanent. That can be permanent swelling. So 1 out of 3 ladies who have a mastectomy will end up with lymphedema, with an arm that can look like an elephant's trunk. Are they told about it pre-surgery? No. Are they told to make sure that they support their lymphatic system and shown how to do it? Not really. No. Are they told to be grateful that the doctor saved their lives from cancer, but now has given them a disease that can't be cured? Right? So let's have more conversations about that as well. So if we do have a friend going in for any breast cancer or ourselves, we want to keep our lymph nodes. We're going to fight for our lymph nodes as much as possible. We're not just going to have them removed willy-nilly. They're there for a reason. Cancer is a build-up of toxins, okay, that get a little bit messed up. We need as many toilets working as fast and as accurately as they can. Okay, makes sense if I still got everybody? Yes, how's everybody on Instagram? Give me some love, give me some hearts so I know that you're listening. Beautiful. Okay, so we've done the routine with the spiky side. How does it change for the ball side? Does it change at all? Not really. Same sequence. We started our chest, We then always push towards our heart and our arms and in our belly and in our legs, and then working our way up. I love the ball side. So what I will do, and we're going to go through this again tomorrow, but I would like everybody to do their sequence tonight and let me know how you feel tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're going to go through how to use the lymphatic cream, the face biotics. We're going to do the glymphatic drainage for our brain. Dementia, toxic brains. It's the #1 killer of women in Australia. So we're going to do all of that we can to drain our brain of wastes. So that's going to happen tomorrow night. All right. And then what else? How much time have we got? Let me have a look. Oh, we've got 10 minutes left. So we need to keep some time for questions. But there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Just I want you to type in what so far that you've grasped about the lymphatic system and it's important. How is doing this going to change your life? Is this what's something that you've gone, yeah, that's a take-home moment. I'm not going to forget that we've spoken about tonight. Pop it in the comments. Need to do it every day. Yep, it needs my help to pump it. This is something that you do every day. You brush your teeth every day. What would happen? And it's just because if we had tongues throughout our body that could feel how dirty it was, we would be brushing our body like mofos because we can feel it with our tongues. We brush our teeth twice a day. We've even got we clean all in between and we've done the flossing. Imagine if we could do that to our lymphatic system. We can floss it. We can twist from side to side. We can bounce, we can stop wearing restrictive clothes. Yes, Maria. Yes. Make it a habit. Yes. Love those things. Yeah, it needs help to move it around. Is a rebounder a good thing to use? Yes, a rebounder is amazing. So we're going to rebound though after we've opened up all the toilets. After we activate all of the nodes, then we're going to bounce. Doesn't matter if you have a trampoline. If you don't have a trampoline, guess what? Just do this. Just bounce. Just use your calf muscles. Little bounces is absolutely fine. A rebounder is, yes, it's a lot better. But we can, I made up a thing called bopping, because you can it's sort of a skip without taking your feet off the ground. Dancing, super good for lymphatic flow. Even if you can just do synchronized swimming in your bed. So laying in your bed, pretending that you are a superstar with legs and arms and ta-das all going on, that is going to help your lymphatic system. Anything that's going to get you moving and activating all of these node areas, breathing, relaxing, bringing joy, having some fun, is going to get your lymphatic system moving. This 3 times amount of blood. It doesn't help itself. It needs you to help it move. Yeah? Okay. So I've got a little list here that I wanted to read out because I've never done this in a BooB camp before. Really interesting. So let's talk about diet, because if what is showing up on the outside, if what we are made of can only come from what we put in our mouth, is anybody going to take care of their diet a little bit better now? Of what they're putting in their mouth? Yes. I am 50 and this is new to me, and there are so many times it could have helped. Yeah, 3 DVTs in my calf, cesarean hysterectomy, and recent hip op. Tina, I hope this has pissed you off. I hope you get cranky and angry and just want to change things like me, because we need this emotion. It's not like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough that you've never been told any of this. Why does it take a crazy boob jumping around glove lady, right, to give you this information? It shouldn't. We should be taught this in schools. This is not hard. It's 2 minutes a day of rubbing, of helping your body, of brushing. If you want faster results, do it more. You'll get faster results. Use the gloves 3-4 times a day. You may have faster detoxification symptoms come up, but hey, you know, go for it. As long as your bowels are working, all of these toxins that we're shaking up, the shit needs to go somewhere. Okay, you need to poo. Everybody needs to poo a couple of times a day. You need to make sure you're breathing nice and deep. You need to sweat. Yeah, you need to drink the water. If you're picture your body as a sluggish dam, like a gross dam. Picture it as a fish tank that hasn't been cleaned. All the animals are dying. There's no greenery left. It's just a swampy, gunky mess. Are you going to drug the fish, or are you going to clean the tank? Cleaning the tank, right? We are cleaning the tank. We're cleaning out our system. We're cleaning out our body so those cells have a great environment to live. The vibration, because we're not going to live in fear anymore. We're going to go like this to the government, and we're going to say, no, that's not good enough. I'm going to get my vibe high. I'm not going to live in fear anymore. I'm going to take some control of my health. And now Chelsey's given me some hope to feel better, because there is better answers out there than these things. Okay? All right, getting back to my notes. Foods that I would love you to incorporate to help your lymphatic system. Let's go. Leafy greens. Because of the chlorophyll content, we need our bodies to be as alkaline as possible. Cancer and sickness can only live in an acidic body, right? So we need to be as alkaline as possible. And the alkaline part, so we've got aloe vera in our creams to hydrate, soothe, and detox. Citrus, vitamin C, all of your citrus fruits. That strengthens the lymphatic vessels, helps break down toxins, and increases circulation. And we've got lemon in our lymphatic cream as our citrus. Garlic and onions. So if I need antibiotics, I go on a high dose of garlic because it is a natural antibiotic. If I was lucky that my kid went to a little school, we had 50 kids in our whole school. We had the same teacher from prep 1, 2, and 3. If kids got sick, I just took onions to the school, and I chopped onions, and I'd put onions all around the classroom, so all of the microbials would get caught in the onions. Never cut an onion and keep half of it for later, because it's going to suck all the germs into it. All right. So if you're going to cut an onion, use all the onion. If you're not using the other half, just let it sit out and let it absorb all of the junk in the air. So cleanses the lymph, fights infection, the same as what our frankincense does. It's a potent anti-inflammatory, and it helps with detoxification. It breaks through the blood-brain barrier within 5 seconds. So frankincense just it's the superpowers, everything. Berries, as Shay taught me this week. Strawberries, strawberry, Shay? Our highest levels of magnesium food. Antioxidants. So we're protecting our lymphatic vessels, and we're reducing.
Cherries.
Cherry. Okay. Thank you. And that's why we have amazing coaches in BooB camp. You know, this is another thing. I don't know everything when it comes to everything, but I promise you I'll know somebody who will. And so if you've got a question that I can't help with, we definitely have somebody on our team that can help. So berries lower inflammation. So we've got bilberry in our face cream, really high in antioxidants. Ginger, turmeric, increases circulation, decreases inflammation. So we're going to move more lymph because we've got more circulation happening. Arnica in our magnesium spray and also in our lymphatic cream. MSM, cellular level. So the MSM is going to help deep on a cellular level. It's going to help all of our active ingredients get into the cells. And as we know, arnica increases healing, the ability of your body to heal, reduces inflammation. Think of water-type foods like watermelon, celery, cucumber, all of these things to make a beautiful juice out of. That's really going to help your lymphatic system. And then your essential fatty acids and your omegas. A lot of these things. Did anybody listen to my 2-hour workshop? Did anybody get the 2-hour workshop? Yes, Shay. If you would like that, I did it the week before last. I did a 2-hour body wisdom workshop, which is $295 to buy, but we're keeping it up until the end of the week as for $50. So if you would like to purchase the Body Wisdom Workshop, Mads can put the link in the chat box, or you can go, it's on my website as well. And you can listen to me rave on about a lot of different stuff that I've talked about tonight in that workshop. So yeah, walnuts, almonds, flax seeds, chia seeds, they're all going to help with the cell wall. If your cell wall is full of saturated fats, nothing is going to get in. If your cell wall is surrounded by fats that aren't saturated, so which means that they can pick things up and let it through, then you're going to have energy. You're going to have glucose coming in, sugar, being carbohydrates being able to get into your cell instead of having insulin resistance and diabetes, that type of thing. So our cell wall has to be made up of really good omegas, EFAs, that type of thing. So flaxseed, chia seeds, walnuts, almonds, seaweed and algae, right? You know how important it is to have. We don't eat a lot of it in our culture, but the spirulina and the chlorella in there, so it binds to heavy metals. Babies are now born with over 300 heavy metals in their bodies. And you might have heard me say this before, but the best way for a woman to detox the heavy metals out of her body is to have a baby. Because you're giving all of that to your baby. You're giving all of that poison to your baby, right? So that's where the seaweeds and the algae help. So we've got bladderwrack in our lymphatic cream for that deep detoxification, and it also nourishes the skin, the algae in there. Beets, carrots, great for liver detox. We've got the magnesium, the minerals in our MSM, in our magnesium spray, muscle relaxation, detoxification, and circulation. None of this is going to work if you don't drink water. If there's any takeaways from tonight, I need you to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Put in a little bit of salts in it. Make sure that you have minerals. Don't be scared of salt. Don't use normal table salt because most of it's just glass all just crushed up. So don't use table salt. And why does it cause trouble? If it's glass cut up, well, then it's going to cut when it's inside your body. So I want you to use the pink salts, the Himalayan salts, the Celtic salts. That's the salts that we need to have in our system and to help with the flow of fluid around our body. Thank you, Weena. It's sad that doctors don't educate people about the lymphatic system. Yeah. Remember to drink more water. No more Coke Zero. Yes, definitely. No more Coke Zero. Because, okay, it says that it's 0. And I teach all about this in the lymphatic workshop as well. If it doesn't have sugar in it, what does it have in it? Is there any fat in it? Is there any meat in it? Right? So it is sugar, but the sugar that they use is 7340251 that our body does not have any idea how to handle, how to break it down, or what to do with it. So they can say that it's zero sugar because it's just all toxin that loads up your liver. So yes, definitely no more Coke Zero. I had a cesarean section 31 years ago, a flap. Yes. So that any type of internal surgery is going to cause your lymphatic system to have to try to redirect in different ways if it can. And that's where it needs your help. So straight away, but it's not too late now. The more that you can stimulate and get that circulation moving all around your tummy, I would just make it red. So use the gloves if you can, and just get as much stimulation happening all through your tummy. Yeah, we need to learn this in primary school, definitely, Christine. I wish I'd known about this before. Yeah. Are saunas good? Yes, saunas are fantastic. The amount of pressure our body is under to detoxify, I think the sums, it's something like we need to sauna 3 times a week now to keep up with the amount of toxins that we're breathing in and drinking and all of those things. I think it's 3 saunas a week is what our body needs. Yes, terrain theory always beats the germ drug theory. Yes, Maria. So a lot of the time the hair test will come back saying that you can't have onion or garlic. So what we do, how I said before that our body is made up of what we put in our mouth, a lot of the time what we put in our mouth, we can have a reaction to. It just doesn't work best with us for some reason. Now, to put that into perspex, what's the word? Oh, big P word, whatever. If the grass outside is perspective, what was that? Yes, perspective. Thank you. Now, if you lay on the grass outside and you have a reaction, is it the grass's fault or is it there's something going on in your system? There's something going on in your system. So if you stop going out in the grass and then we work on getting your system better by having more zinc, by getting your bacteria in your belly working so much better. So you've got all the good bacteria, you've got your immune system happening better in your tummy. If we can get your body healthier, then you can go and lay out on the grass. So when you become sensitive to foods, we have to remove those ones. And it could be broccoli, it could be Brussels sprouts, it's mum deodorant, it can be linen, bed sheets. We test 600 different items. You cut off a little bit of your hair, you send it to us, we send it to the lab, and then you get a list of exactly what you can and can't eat. Best way to do it, best way you can heal, because you're putting all of that goodness in. You're not putting the things in that are causing inflammation. We've been doing it for years and years and years. We do hundreds and hundreds of these tests a year. Yes, so if we need to remove that, the garlic and the onion out, you can have leek. Okay. Yes. And remove all seed and vegetable oils, definitely, because that's just one big inflammation warfare. Oh, Christine's given us a phone number. Would you like me to give you a call tomorrow, Christine? Okay. Oh, pelvic mesh, that's gone rogue. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of I'm out of words when there's a group of ladies all coming together and doing a like a group lawsuit against the doctors who have done that. How do you do a chemical cleanse? So we use a lot of greens. So we've got 4 different products: detox clear, heavy metal clear, and another, the liver. So there's 4, and we use another product called Toxiprevent, which the government have just banned. for naturopaths to use, because they don't want us detoxing from heavy metals, because they need to have the metal that they put in the thing going into our body, and then they turn up the radiation of the cell towers, and then they can heat us up from the inside and do other things to us. So yeah, it's another story. Oh, the supplements that I use, Jules. Wow. That would probably take a 3 hour a 3 hour call. But what I take in the morning is I take Toxiprevent before I have any breakfast. I have definitely have a magnesium and ashwagandha mixed together. So the Medimag Calm. I have the sea minerals. We'll go through all of them tomorrow. I have the sea minerals every day. I have the liver detox mixture. I think that's about it. Unless I need to boost my immune system. At the moment, I need to increase my progesterone. So looking at doing some hormonal balancing. Because I don't know, I haven't really shared it lately, but I do have a tumor on my brain, on my pituitary gland. And so it is benign, but what it does, it's taking control, it's taking up a lot of space on my pituitary, and that is causing some hormonal unwelcomed weight around my tummy, because I had a hysterectomy the year before last as well, due to a lot of plastics. I had fibroids this big that I had no idea about from the plastics in the environment. Oh, did you see that on Instagram? I did this and all these hearts come out. Oh, that is just beautiful. So yeah, I am working through detoxing, and I really don't stress anymore. I just see things and it's like, okay, that's happening. That's okay. Really big year for me this year. I've decided to retire my parents. So I am taking over 2 massive businesses as well. So I've closed my clinic. I have closed my clinic because it's now time for me to concentrate on everybody else. So everybody else who's done our lymphatics live practitioner training, I need to make sure that their business is booming, because then wherever you are in Australia, you can go to somebody in Townsville, somebody in Cairns, somebody in Perth, someone on the north side of Brisbane, somebody in Tamworth, Darwin. So you can find a lymphatic practitioner everywhere and anywhere. So I'm concentrating on building those businesses up so they can do exactly what I do in my clinic. Yeah, so it's going to be a big year, but I just decided that I'm just going to make it fun. Anybody else want to make their year fun? Join me. I've also decided that the only people in my life are my forever people. And so the people who want to who I align with and want to come along for the ride, they're the people that I'm going to put my time into as well. So it's okay to have your boundaries, right? It's okay to have your boundaries. It's okay to work like a lot if you want to, but then it's okay to put your feet up a lot when you want to as well. So just know what you want and just do it. Have some fun. Have some fun. Like this is my jam, educating, teaching, because you're going to tell your kids and you're going to tell your friends and they're going to help with the grandkids. And that's how we make a change. Okay. Because it's not going to happen through the system, how the system is right now. And that's why we need to, learn a little bit about this and take it away. And remember, it takes 10 days. Can anybody do their lymph drainage with their gloves for 10 days? We got some commitments? 10 days. Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm going to sign out now, knowing that tomorrow night, we are going to go through the lymphatic cream, the magnesium spray, what's going on in your gut, how to get rid of, what action steps to also take, and how to incorporate this into your day even more. And then Wednesday night, Liana is joining us live. She's going to talk through her story, and I would follow her. So it's called Her site on Instagram is Mother Lung. Where is she? She might have had to pop away, but we'll share.
I'm here.
Is.
Hello.
Hello. Is it Mother Lung?
Yeah, Mother Lung Breathwork on Instagram.
Yes, Mother Lung Breathwork on Instagram. But you are going to love this chick just as much as I do, and she's going to share her story and then get us through working through a beautiful lymphatic meditation with our gloves as well. So that is all about on Wednesday night, and just take us through the importance of breath, because without that we're dead. There we go. As simple as that, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for joining me. I've had a ball as always. Is it the first boob camp, Leonie, with glasses? And I think it's the first boob camp standing up, because I couldn't find my chair. And I think it worked standing up. See how you can make anything work these days. Thank you to everybody on Facebook. We're going to have to figure out why that didn't work and what the connection is there. So Mads, if you can look into that with Cohen tomorrow, that would be great. Any last questions? Yes, linen bed sheets. I love linen because they're grounding. The vibration, the frequency of linen is really good. Or you can get the grounding ones, but that you plug into the wall. Hair test. Oh, Christine, you were DMing me your phone number. Mads, can you please grab Christine's number for me? Class action. Oh, God, I need you, all of you in my life. Perimenopause is the loss for words. I'm in menopause. You wouldn't know it, but just the blood test. My doctor says, "Oh, you're in menopause." I'm like, oh, okay, that's good to know. I struggle with magnesium if swallowed. I feel yes, and it's okay. So yes, you can. There are some people who can have a reaction to magnesium. Have you tried the different types of magnesium? Yeah, Weena, thank you. My magnesium doesn't sting at all. Come to Darwin. Thanks, Wendy. Yes, for fun. Great. You go to Tennille. Fantastic. Yes, when you get your compression suits, they're on their way. I'll run through that tomorrow night. Okay, I'll talk through all about our CJ and Co compression. Julie, you got to get your gloves. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Big love. Beautiful. Okay. Watch half an hour. Yes, yes, yes. Same time tomorrow. No, everybody doesn't need their own set of gloves. You can share gloves. That's fine. Grounding and linen sheets. Yeah, that's cool too. No, look, I take them to the pub. I take them on a plane. I go everywhere with my gloves, but I never come home with them because I always give them away. So they come everywhere with me, but they're not a boomerang. They just get given away to everybody and anyone who I see. All right. Thank you, everybody on Instagram. Sorry about Facebook. We'll see what we can do for tomorrow. Big love and appreciation to you all. See you tomorrow night. Good night.